Always do is I back off of all my leads, and then I start from my white and I start working my way around. And the beauty is, if you look here, these are all color coded. I've done it so many times, I just know the colors now and where they need to be, but even a monkey could do this. It's not hard. Come on now. Don't be like that. Be nice to me. I don't know, can you see in the video that how they're color coded? Like red, green, brown, white, black. So the nicest thing to remember is that your ones up here, brown is your tail lights, and black, I did that opposite. Brown is your tail lights, black is your clearance lights. So clearance lights would be considered like these guys, and then the ones down the side of the trailer, and then your tail lights are always at the back of the trailer. What we generally do quite often, depending on what trucks are going to be pulling these, sometimes we'll actually run a small jumper from here to here. It's not needed on this trailer because I know the trucks they pull and they have both. But some of the older trucks, you know, it was easier to do that than it was to try to, because they had two separate switches, and that way they could just flick one and then everything on the trailer worked. Okay. Oh, I missed one. So you can see we got all our colors here. So we're going to start with white. Right? And then actually we're going to do this, because I'm not a fan of how this was done to begin with. Nope, not that guy. Make sure we're nice and even, and then we're just going to twist these all together. I'm not sure what this guy's all about. We'll have to figure him out after. Well, those didn't stay together, did they? Go away. Now, the only reason we ended up changing this plug actually is because the flapper was broken off of it. I don't know if I have the original plug here. That's just gonna help me so I don't have to hold it. I want to make sure my wires all go together nice. Yeah, I'm just putting a plug on this guy. All of these together are just a little bit too fat. Your grounds are always your hardest because there's so many of them. Actually, make this a little thinner. Considering the trailers run with all LEDs, I don't need that bit of wire. So then as I tighten this down, it just cinches these wires in. I always give my wires all a jiggle. Oh, for there's one that I missed. This is pissing me off. There we go, thank you. These are our clearance because they're black. Well, I guess you can't really color code these, but I know they're clearance because they go to that side and they go to that side. So if you look in here, we're gonna have it labeled. There's gonna be brown right there, and then over here is black. BLK is black. So these guys, we're gonna deal with that ground here in a minute. Go there, and then there's gonna be another black. It's gonna be this guy. Try to always weave my wires. Put him with this guy. We're gonna go in there, and then we got our black wire over here. We need to spin him around. Actually, now is probably the best time to just do all of these. So that guy. There. Our blue. Whoever did this last didn't spin any of these. Which, to be honest, I think it was me, so that can't be right. So now we have our brown. So this is our tail lights. Our brown's just going to go over here. Then I believe below brown is going to be yellow, but I'm going to double check. Oh, green. So yellows go way over here. Because I'm going to be done with yellow. Just tighten him up now. Red is going to be at my bottom. That's my brake lights. Jesus, you okay? Time to quit smoking. I thought I was going to have to do the Heimlich. And I don't even know how to do the Heimlich. Some guys use dielectric grease, but I actually find for what we do that it actually is counterproductive. In my experience, I find that it just holds more salt and shit from the road to the plug, and it will make it rot out quicker. So what we usually do is we'll wrap this really good with electrical tape, and advise our customers to try to keep their shit clean.
But you know what? To each his own. Can you see okay? I'll give it right in the way.
It's okay. Okay, now we just need to deal with our black. Which I think I have a better way of doing. So he scared you? I hope you got that part of that conversation. This is really difficult, kind of at an angle. Yeah, we're good. Okay, now because I can't fit all my blacks into the one spot, I'm gonna come in here like this. This isn't the best way of doing it, but it's a good way of doing it because, well, it works. There's definitely a lot fancier ways to do these, you know, where they'll last longer, but the reality of it is the plug will rot out long before these connections ever do, with all the salt and grime and shit they go through. So it's not worth getting too crazy. And then, of course, I'll shrink that, and it'll actually seal up this connection. And I missed a wire. Good job, Gord. You monkey. And when you do that, you've now wasted a bunch of time and energy. I always find when I twist my butt connector on too, it goes on further, and it just seals up better in the end. It's just my way of doing it. I'm not saying it's the right way, I'm not saying it's the wrong way, it's just how I do it. Always give your wires a tug, make sure they're good. And then this guy, if I had to make a guess, I'd say he's a ground wire of some kind. And you might bolt him to the plate. So I'll put an eye on him and bolt him up to the plate, because that might be the better way to do things. But we'll see. You know, if anybody likes it. Walk down the trailer, make sure everything's on.